Welcome to the 5-point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 8th of April 1969, which is quite a few months on from the end of the last video. In fact, it's a month longer than I originally intended, but I was trying to tidy up a few things around here, and unfortunately progress is still a little bit slow for what I would like, but we are starting to expand out here. Now, if you watch the previous part, you'd be aware we had problems in this area. We've now got a proper kindergarten out here, which is going to make a difference. We've got the private school, which is educating the children here. We are working towards getting this pharmacy built, but I'm not sure if that's a big priority at the moment, because we got this kind of emergency hospital here, which is dealing quite well with the health issues in this area. Now, on the positive side, this area now is starting to get a reasonable workforce. We are getting a reasonable supply of bricks in here, and more importantly, now we have got some workers getting into here for the biofuel production. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just importing crops here because I can't think of any other way to do it. And what I want to do now is start rolling out the actual fuel situation here. So what I'm doing is I've got a single truck in here because I've got to be a bit careful with the cost of the trucks. And what I'm doing is, as the fuel production here builds up, I'm going to spread outwards across these areas here by effectively setting the fuel delivery to here. Just as an example, say for example, we need fuel in here, so we're going to set the this wood cutting post here to 30%. Then if I go down to the fuel, what we call it down here, this one, and then the idea is if I can find, it should be right at the bottom because it's relatively new, and then what I'm doing is reducing this to 20%. So the idea is that if we're getting the biofuel coming out and it can be handled, this will be supplied from here. But if for some reason this starts to fall short, there's a backup from the perspective of the other depot down here where we're actually going to import the fuel. It's going to speed the game up a bit actually. Now, my main concern now is to do with the farms here. I really need to get fertility up, and I'm not really getting the amount of biofuel or fertilizer in there. So we're going to start looking at the possibilities of both making chemical fertilizer and chemicals. Now, before we move on to looking at that, I just want to, at the moment I'm just kind of trolling through here looking for research options. I can't remember where they are now. Oh yeah, we're researching container standards here. You can see the population is growing. We're pushing up to 6,000, which is great, but in some ways, but not so great in other ways, because we are starting to build up here. We need more workers in here because we are getting the occasional escapee, but there's not much I can do about it because this is our only prison now. And the other thing also is that our population is still expanding, and I want the population to expand in this area because I want more and more workers kind of going into this bus stop here. That's the reason why I'm not really pushing out fast this way at the moment. And the other thing I want to do is I just want to make sure the road crew is working on some of this stuff out here, because I want this built as well. Why is that not? Why is it telling me that there's no? Oh, obviously I flipped the. Why is that? Oh, we're still building that. So I want to get out here and start putting this together, but you can see this is going to be pretty big. And because I feel that we need a farm out here to be able to deliver the crops. And of course we still got the ongoing project out here, but that is kind of dropped down the priority list at the moment. simply because, simply because I just feel that I need to get a strong economy. As you can see at the moment, we're kind of bumping along at the bottom of 141,000. And I think that's where chemicals comes in. Right, we just finished something in the I've just finished toughening in the university up here. Let me just see. I'd like to try and get... I think we've only got virology finished left now. Oh no, we got here vaccine development for pandemic events. I don't think that's quite so important. Then again, maybe if we do the basis of virology, that might work. And then I'll shut that research down. Right, we've now got that finished. I just need to find out what these guys are working on at the moment. I don't think they're working on very much, actually. They're just kind of doing repairs more than anything else. There's so many things I want to do. Let's see what we... maybe it's time to build this up. Although part of me would like... See, the problem I've got is that I want a workforce, but at the same time, I don't want to push out to the shop yet. Maybe we need to put this pipeline in, because of course we need to get the water supply into this area anyway. So yeah, maybe it's time to... Going to cost steel though. Oh no, it's not too bad for the steel. I think it's time that we need to start building that, because there's absolutely no point building that. We need these roads built, and of course we got the garbage collection there. Now the population is growing quite quickly, so we do need to get a few things done. We've got laying bricks here. That's 54 tons of steel. Can't push too hard. What we got here, this is 26 tons of steel. I think what we will do is get the ground crew on that and that now, and this and this, to see if we can get these finished so that we can build them relatively quickly. But this is actually we're get the ground crew working on that one as well. I think if we expand this way, they will provide the workforce to the pharmacy over here. We do need to get some workers into here eventually, because our fire coverage is getting a little bit extended. That's something else we need to consider. Want to check something here. Go down to the bottom. It's set to unload, that's good. Now, so the next thing I want in this area is chemicals. And I'm thinking here, because this is kind of far enough away to avoid pollution, and we've got a bit of an industrial hub here with the fertilizer plant. So I'm thinking in this area here, we've also got this. Actually, we could build this as well, couldn't we? Start building this. This doesn't... Yeah, this doesn't need steel. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna... Whoops. No, can't build that. We can build that. But we need to put the footpath connection. I think I left it out because I wanted to build that first. Right, we're going to get this built. So I think we need to get the kind of sewage moving away from our industrial area here, because this is getting more and more kind of running. You can see that we're not really just getting the biofuel in here. Actually, just had another thought. Apologies for this. It's just trying to remember all the bits and pieces that I need. What are we getting out of here? Right, we're getting a nice crop of biological waste here. Right, we've researched containers. I think I would like to have a kind of truck pickup or waste pickup here. Because if that biofuel farm is producing... these guys can sort, can't they? Yeah. If we tuck that in there, I don't think we need the anything fancy. And what do we need here? I think we can add that to our list as well. I've gone as usual. I'm getting a bit carried away. Yeah, you can see how quickly the population is filling up, and I want to utilize all my workforce as much as possible. So down here, we need a chemical factory, and also what I'd like to do is put in a synthetic fertilizer factory. So let's plan this one first. Now this needs water, which is going to be interesting. I don't want to pull water in from there, so we're going to have to put what's the water quality? And the water quality is 85%. I think the chemical plant needs water as well, doesn't it? Where is it? Yeah, and the quality of the chemical plant is 67%. So we're going to need to supply water into this area, which is going to be another fun part. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. The other thing also, you've got a substation there. Say for argument's sake, you can push this out this way. Maybe we'll put the chemical plant. Oh, great. That's going to be a problem. Can you go green? You can go green that side. You definitely went green just now, game. We're going to have to deliver gravel. It went green there. Right, we're going to... Oh, we got waste outfall from that one. Do we have a waste connection pipe here? Yes, we do. Just there. So that has a waste outfall. Does the farming one have a waste outfall as all chemical? So does this. Okay, this is going to get tricky. A little bit tricky dicky. So we're going to put you there. Right, we're going to have the synthetic. We flip you that way. Push you out, so you've got plenty of space out here. You can come there. Oops. Got the waste pipes run actually right underneath. Okay. I don't really want to. Right, we're gonna have to. Now we need to get the waste connection pipe in first, because that will be a bit tricky. Let me just see if I can put in a sewage switch there. So we put it on this. Actually, it would be nice to put it there, so it's not taking up good quality land. Now the fun bit is going to be whether that will connect to there, which it will, and then whether you will connect to there. Yeah, I think you can go that way. That's not connected. You need to make sure it's actually connected. That's connected. And that's connected to there. So that will then feed into there. So we'll accept that. And that leaves one, should we want to build more industries out here that require water. So we've now got a planned chemical plant and a biofuel plant here. Now, biofuel needs, let me just see, let me just check, I've got to remember. You need water in. Actually, I think that this, for some reason, actually has a pipe in. I'm not sure why it would have a pipe in. But it will need chemicals out. But what else does it need? And so we need to plan the water supply now. Where's the water? Which way is the water going to come in? You're going to have water in there and there. Now, we're going to have to bring the water in from some distance. Simply because this produces pollution. So if we say, for example, we put a pump here, it will very quickly become polluted and then we'll have to clean it up. So what I need is a water pump, but we need it, or just need only a small water well. I mean, what's the water consumption for that's 15 cubic meters. What's the one for the plant? That's 10. So we only need an output of 25 cubic meters. And I think the small water pump can handle that. What we need is this in somewhere. I think if we put it up here, actually, say for example, I put it in range of this. The alternative is that we put it over here. We've got kind of trying to look for a cleanish area which will be in range of actually we could, it's still a little bit close to that, and this is all pretty dirty industry. My instinct is to actually, yeah, I've just had an idea actually. We've got this pump here. Have a look. Yeah, this pump here has got water there. Let me just see. Yeah, we got multiple. Yeah, I've got an idea. We've got a water pump well here going into a pump there. So what we could do is we're going to put a large pumping station. We need a large pumping station. Say. I'm kind of thinking, put a large pumping station about here. Means we can bring water down to here. So we can put you about, flip that round so that the footpath comes out the right side. Yeah, if we put the pumping station there, we're going to need a fairly large pipe that will run all the way up to connect to there. And then you can run off to there. Now the next one is going to be a little bit fun, because we're going to have to through there. Oh, that's gone in there quite nicely. So what we'll do is we can send the water down from here, but we can also use this as a central system. And that means I've got all the water controlled in one area. which should work. Right, you can come there with a footpath. Kind of struggling for cash though. That, I think probably what's causing part of the problem is the fact that, right, you're getting more and more fuel in here. We need to expand your requirements. Let me just see. You're getting a lot more fuel in here than I thought you'd need. Let me just see. Right, we've got, I think we'll start up here. Right, we got a gas station there. We got a technical office there. Okay, you can get added. And actually, I think the technical office doesn't consume that much fuel, so right. I'm just going to rename you so I know who you are. 5 points fuel distrib. Right, we'll come here. And this one here, and take you here. Just why? Oh, this is, I renamed the wrong thing. Sorry about that. 5 points. I can afford to do the fuel distrib. And then what we'll do is come in here, remove you. And I think that, I just want to double check this because we need to, if we're going to import the crops, we need to be able to offset the problems. What we will need over here though is another gas station. Come to think of it, we got a lot running on this area here. We got that running, that running. Okay. I think what we can do is pick up this guy. Now, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And they're all, it should be all 30%. And then you, oh, these guys didn't actually have fuel in them, but that's okay. I think that's going to be good. All right, we got more research for virology. In fact, I didn't do the research for this. Let's just see what we got here. Cars for the most loyal citizens. Education for most loyal citizens. I think I need to do that, don't I? Because maybe that my education system isn't working as well as it should be. Again, wood cutting post, gas station, gas station. 5 points construction and repair. Vehicle repair. I'm going to remove you and you, because these, the advantage with these is that if they can find the fuel themselves should they need it. So we can just take you off there. We'll leave the repair guys in. So that, where are you? I think we can remove you now. No, we'll leave you there at 20%. Where's that free gas station? Three gas stations, 20. That one's there, is at 30%. You need to go down to 20. The gravel quarries I need to leave the same. Wood cutting post, fire station. Where are you? I think you'll be okay for the moment. I think that should help us. And I think what I will do is we're going to steal one of these fuel trucks and put you up here as well. If you're doing more fuel distribution, you need to be able to handle that. And I don't want to buy another truck, but we are getting the fuel in there. And what that should do is slowly reduce the fuel consumption as everything ramps up. Well, that's the idea anyway. Although, to see how much have I got in the way of crops. Let's see. Yeah, we are getting a reasonable supply of crops in there. How are we doing here? Okay, I think we're now in... We're in over 21 territory. Right, I don't want to waste that workforce. How are you doing here? That one's actually got steel on it, so for some reason it had the steel delivered to it, or some of it. 2 tons, what we got here. Actually, no, cancel you. Actually, we've got another. Pretty sure we planned a cheaper building down here. Yeah, I'm gonna get you on there. Get 100 workers in here, so we get more workers onto this bus stop as well. Right, back to now. Now, of course, we got the chemical plant the opposite there. Now, how much does the what we call it, the biofuel? You can synthetic needs 0.31 tons of chemicals. So you need that to supply that. Right. So. We need a warehouse. Put the chemicals in. We don't need a big warehouse. We just need a small warehouse on this side. I think we can go because the chemicals that are coming out we're going to use up almost immediately. Let me just see. Storage. I think we can use a rural store here for 27 tons of chemicals. So you can come on that side. You'll be the input for the biofuel. And then this side, this chemical plant is going to be a bit of a different proposition because we need crops, wood, and chemicals out. So we're going to have to deliver. So we need to supply this. Technically, that's a fabric factory. What am I looking at that for? Wrong one. Where's the chemical factory? What's going on here? Right, we need gravel, wood, crops, and water, and it outputs chemicals. So we're going to have to put oil in. We're going to need gravel delivered. Now, the internal storage of the gravel is 10 tons, so the gravel isn't an excessively big problem because it only consumes 0.72 tons of gravel. The same with wood. We don't need and the wood storage is 10 tons as well, so we don't really need a massive open hole here. The crops are a slightly different proposition. So and of course the oil is the bigger challenge. So it's really crops and oil. I think I can get away with this will hold 160 tons. My instinct is to use this one like that. Now the input there, that's the input for the oil. So I think what we may have to do is kind of push this up back like this, and then put a cargo unloader. We're definitely going to need a cargo unloading station. I think 4 would be quite adequate. We can put that there. That can go there. That can go there. Then eventually this road will connect into there. Now the next thing we're going to need is the oil. What is costing us so much money? It's probably the steel import. Yeah, we're importing lots of steel, and we're probably not exporting as much as I was hoping. Well, we are exporting quite a lot, but it's the problem with this type of strategy is that you need a fairly large economy to get things going. Right, so what we need here now is some pipeline storage. Just wondering if I could... No, we can't mix fuel, can we? So what's the storage here? 300 tons. I think this one is big enough for this. We can pick up the biofuel from there. We can probably bring it down to, not biofuel, biological fertilizer. We can bring that down to about there. Connect that up to there. That leaves enough space should we want to put a pickup point. I don't think we're going to need it, but... And then what was the consumption of the chemical plant? It produces 1.2 tons. I think we can get away with a small... I think maybe we'll make the delivery complex. If I flip that that way. My instinct is to put it down, this down here, and then loop the pipe up round under the building. We can put, because that would put it closer to the thing. So if we go an underground pipeline and go from there, it's going to be a little bit messy, but I think that little bit of distance there will make the difference. Okay, let me just go up here. Right, now how we do it over here? I think these guys can take on a little bit more. We got a gas station where? Where's another gas station? I thought I had a gas station over here. Alright, we'll just use the... Got a gas station here. What are you called? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Right, you're at 20% anyway, just double check, yeah. Right. And we've got the farm at 40%. What's the storage on this? I think we're going to drop the farm to 20%. That would save us a little bit of money anyway. And then we'll add these guys to here and there. Yep. And that can take over. What's stop production? Oh, it's the heating plant flipping backwards and forwards again. Okay. That's going a little bit faster than... Oh, this is finished. Got water in here. Yeah, we got water in it. That's good. Right, we may not need that building and that building. I think I'm going to have to ride this storm out and see how it goes, because we're just waiting for bricks here now. Well, we do need this built. These need to be... This one... What are you waiting for? I think we got a problem here with this truck. He seems... No, he's probably... where do you come from? I think we'll try and force him to go to the depot. Because it looks like he's got himself stuck. Where's the depot? Okay, let's first stop unreachable from this position. I've got a feeling we're going to get stuck with a truck on this point here, because you can't delete him. Because it's... I mean, I could sell the vehicle, but I don't want to spend 7,000 on it. I think what's happened is when this was asphalted in, it was not really set up. We've got a little bit of road there. I'm not exactly sure why that's not being built, but I think it's just the... It might untangle itself eventually. Right, it's got power, it's got water. The only possible problem would be sewage. Let me just check. Just select, oh yeah, it's got a sewage connection as well. So we're going to get more workers flowing into here. Just make sure you can... Yeah, you've got full coverage. That's good. We're just going to have to... We're going to get a bit of a in-game decoration here. But there's not much I can do about it. Right, this is now finished. You've got biological waste, burnable waste. I'm going to pick up some biological waste from there. Make sure we've got a little bit of biological waste coming out of there. That should help with the fertilizer situation. We are getting more fuel that way. Which one are we... Buildings on fire. Oh, great. Yeah, and the fire crews will be on this pretty quickly. It's in their area. Yeah, it's completely under control. Which one are we building here? think we're going to suspend that. We don't want workers there. We'll suspend that as well for the moment. That's suspended because we've got the workforce up here now. So we can kind of ease the pressure a little bit, make some cash, try and start to plug a few gaps, and we'll see how it goes. How are we doing out here? Right, I need to make sure. Gonna need the ground crews out here to start putting this together. Right, let me just check. Right, we're back to 153,000. I'm not sure this is the right one. Let me just check. Let's zoom out again. No, we'd need to populate this one. We will need the pharmacy built. You're the wrong one. I'm just going to suspend you as well. We do need this built. I think we're going to have to bring online the pharmacy, which is this building here. How much steel do we need? We need... Okay, we're going to start building that. Simply because we're going to build this, we're going to need hospital coverage. We're going to need to improve the situation here. We've got a pool here, we've got a theatre here that's not fully connected. So workforce is flowing out of there. I want the workforce in here, please. Okay, it looks like we're starting to get a little bit of an unemployment problem. Let me just see the routes. Where are you going? Okay, you're coming out to there. We need more workers out. Oh no, we're getting a pretty good supply of workers here now. Yeah, we're doing good actually. See if we can... I think we might just increase the number of workers there a bit. Just going to let them run at maximum now. Okay. Right, it's time to go all out now with the fuel. Well, with a backup. So we've done the farm there, we've done the farm there. We've done that. Actually, probably the easiest way to do this would be to come in here. I don't think it tells you fuel this one. Was it this one? Right, we need to add you. Make sure you're on 30%. Yep. We need to add you. You. What's this? This is the hospital. We need to add you. You. Like that. And we need the gravel quarries as well. And I think that's about it, isn't it? For the moment, just check. Oh, what we got here, we need you added as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to need this gas station over here. Right, so we've now got that on 30%. Now, what I want to do is drop everything down in this one. Not that one, this one. Where's my gas station? You down to 20%. And everybody here on 20%. What that will mean is that our locally produced fuel will take priority. And okay, to switch this off. The only thing we will need to do is keep an eye on whether these trucks up here can handle it. That's going to be a key factor. We do. Yeah, we got a little bit of slack, a bit of time to get this built. This truck here is annoying me. Get this done as well. There we are. So we'll get the ground crew out the way, and then we can get in and actually get some more garbage collected there. How are we doing down here? Because of course another advantage of having the chemical plant is that we will have the what we call it, we'll be able to supply the chemicals to the composting plant as well. We're going to need a bus stop here as well, aren't we? Missed that out, didn't I? I think we're... yeah, I think we'll have to slot in a bus stop about there. That will cover this entire area, but also give us a little bit of overlap back into the other place. So we'll just put a bus stop there. It's got a bit messy, but just make sure. Get all those built. Get our road crew working on them. What are we doing here? Okay. How are we doing? Right, we got... Where are you going? I think that's going to be enough. Right, we've also got the accommodation down here. Let me just see. We finished this block, yep. So we got people moving into here. So we're getting more workers into here. So I'm happy with that. That would give us more bio waste. Just make sure. Yep. So we've now got a population of just over 6,000. How many jobs is this guy working on? Because this is, wow. Okay, we've got lots of unfinished roads. We're repairing the concrete plant, garbage container. How much? That's a bit too much still at the moment. We need to catch up. We're back up to 168,000. So I think the fuel situation is now starting to turn around a little bit. And we are getting fuel into there. We are going to need to keep an eye on the crop imports. Simply because we've got, I think it's only the one, or is it two trucks that are bringing in crops. I think they're working from here, yeah. Although there's one truck parked here, so it means we got things under control. So that's good. I think we do need to get this built first and then get it sorted. The only problem is that where is that truck from? They actually tell me. I mean, it's not going to be a nuisance in its own way. Right, well, this is finished. Get some biofuel in there. And this in itself isn't going to be a nuisance because it shouldn't block the road. Plus, there's footpath access here. The only problem it might cause is a problem with snow. And actually, that reminds me, I'm going to need to get a technical office out here. We got 3 people that need a workplace. Got absolutely no idea where they would be, but that's growing. We do need this pharmacy with the bricks. Yep, so the pharmacy's coming together now. And then that, once we got the pharmacy finished, we can then start thinking about other things. That can still get food from there, but what we're probably going to need to do now, once we've got the pharmacy done, we're going to have to start thinking about bringing in the food store here. It's actually quite interesting because, oh no, they can reach this point here. Part of me, they come this way, come this way. What we got here? This is a big garbage connection. Is that a road connection? Yeah, it is. We're going to put you in there as well. And what do you connect to? Looking 100 meters. So that would cover all this area here. These 4 houses here. We've got that set up for the pharmacy. What we got here? I think we can sneak in and build that as well. We probably need some more accommodation here. Okay. See, the problem is when we're building in this area. Right, we've now got the pharmacy built. We've got doctors. We're going to need a couple of these, nice and cheap. Yeah, that in there. That now gives us the green lights to, because this will now be in range as well. That will be in range of the pharmacy. It will be in range of the school. No, it's not. We don't have. We got the school there. An alternative one would be here. What's the coverage here? That's going to give the food, but they won't be able to get food from here. Where this one will. So I think it's time to start the groundworks on that one. And then we're going to need to think a little bit about this area here. Yeah. Because what's this here? This is the local pub. Will you be in range? Yeah, goes without saying that local pub would be in range, wouldn't it? I think we may have to kind of get this built. Get some food and supplies into here. And then we can start filling in this area here. You got the university in the center here. That doesn't need steel, so go with that. I think we can build the university, and and then that will take some of the pressure off of this one here, and that will give us a double kind of medical situation up here, and then that will make that look kind of a bit more inbuilt and ready to go. Anyway, I'm realised I'm running out of time, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will try and keep the focus on here, trying to sort our income out a little bit so that we can start trying possibly to turn our economy round, make us a little bit more self-sufficient. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.